don't know if you guys have heard, but the NFL is back. We are covering Thursday night football. We're covering the Cowboys taking on the Eagles. It has been such a long wait, but NFL returns to turf and touchdowns. Honestly, Tom, previewing stuff in the offseason, it's fine. You get to talk about football, but this stuff, it gets the blood pumping. It's so much more interesting.
Oh, we're back, baby. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The question I have for you, this game, obviously being based in the UK, this game's at 1:20 a.m. We've had the last 6 months or so where we didn't have to stay up until 4 a.m. to watch the outcome of an NFL game. Do you reckon you're going to last every single minute of this Thursday night fixture? Or do you think you're going to KO halfway through?
Nope, I'm back. I'm back and I'm going big. So I've been on quite a lot of lates recently.
Yeah.
Like I finished work the other night at 2:20 on Air for Sky. So my sleeping pattern is wrecked. So I am absolutely good to go. Let me tell you a little ditty. Last year, I don't know if you remember, Tom, I was working at Sky, finished at 11:30. Obviously, first game kicked off at 1:20. So it was a race to get back. I live about an hour and a half away. They shut one of the major roads to get home. So I had to detour through absolutely everywhere. Got back about 1:25. I was like, no, nightmare. I've missed the start of the game. They pushed back the start of the game because of thunderstorms in the area. So yeah. I still managed to catch part of the build-up. This week, I'm working Thursday night until 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be in the same scenario.
Hey, it's the perfect setup because working on TV, your adrenaline's pumping like after you finish, not through nerves or excitement or anything, just because you're constantly alert. So by the time you're home, you're going to be wide awake and ready to go. This is going to be great. Let's hope they don't shut down that road, though.
Well, yeah, it is the M25, so
yeah, problem.
It's probably gone. But I'll have had like 3 coffees. I'll be way good to go. But we have got the Cowboys Eagles. We are also on the road to 1,500 subscribers. If you are new here, if you're not subscribed, and you like what you're seeing, you like the chemistry, you like the start of the show, the rest of it's going to be great. Trust me. Click subscribe down below. Leave a comment with how you think your team may well get on in the NFL season or your prediction for this NFL game, the opening game of the NFL season. But please do subscribe to us. We've also got a new thing that we're going to be rolling out throughout the course of the season as well with YouTube memberships. It's basically just a way to give you guys a little bit more. We do Monday Night Football previews on there and a few extra things. I'll be honest, Tom, I'm just a little bit hyped.
Yeah, well, so am I. I mean, we need to get stuck into this. We're going to do the same kind of format to last year. Hopefully, quite a few people that are watching this video watched us last season as well. And just to say on that, we both ended with a positive P&L throughout the NFL season. What we do for Thursday night is we just preview the game, talk about who we think is going to win, and then provide our bets, whether they be player props or just outcomes. When it comes to this Sunday NFL video, covering all the action that we'll see on Red Zone, there is just bet after bet after bet. And 4 or 5 each is what we kind of average, but sometimes we'll have more, sometimes we'll have less. That one is going to be action-packed. This one, we're just looking to get off to a good start. Hopefully we can provide a winner on TNF.
Chaos, shenanigans, let's go. NFL starts here, where the Cowboys are underdogs to start things off, which is kind of expected. Taken on the Super Bowl champions. The Eagles 7.5-point favorites at the moment. Over under is 47.5. Honestly, there's not many things I can complain about with that. The Eagles should be favorites. The Cowboys have done loads of things wrong in the last week alone.
Yeah, the line is 7.5, which is a frustrating line. And we're going to say this many times this year, I'm sure, with different lines, whether it be 3.5 or 7.5, just purely because of the scoring system in the NFL. And it means the Eagles basically have to win by 2 scores, which is definitely plausible in this spot. But it's hard, first game of the season, to really weigh in and play them at minus 7.5. If you're interested in the Eagles outright, then maybe you look at the alternate point spread, take a slightly shorter price for a 6.5-point win or 6-point win. I would say that makes a lot of sense. But I do expect Philly to win this game. As you said, Dallas have done a lot wrong. Micah Parsons coming to the Packers. Come on. That is terrible for Dallas. And their pass rush is going to be hit. Their offense is obviously solid. They've got CeeDee Lamb. They've got George Pickens now. Jake Ferguson's probably going to have a good game here as well. I think they'll score points, but I don't think their defense is going to hold up. So I expect Philly to win this matchup, but I won't be betting on the outcome.
No, I kind of will be, but we'll be getting to that in a moment. I don't see how Dallas keep up with Philly in any way, shape, or form. Philly, all round, are the better football team. They've got a better defense. They've got a better offense. They do everything better. I get that Dallas, obviously, last year, Dak Prescott got hurt halfway through the season. He's now back, and he should be 100% healthy. They've brought in George Pickens. They should be able to score points. I just don't know if they will in this. Yes, Philadelphia are a very good defense, but I don't get how Dallas keep up with Philadelphia, honestly.
Yeah, I completely agree. And we should talk about the backfield as well for Dallas at running back. What's the situation here? Because in the past, we've had like clear starting RB1s there. Ezekiel Elliott, obviously, for a long period of time was the RB1. He would get the majority workload. And they had a great backup, or RB2 if you wish, in Tony Pollard. Last year, Rico Dowdle was probably RB1, but it was a little bit more mixed than what we'd seen in previous years. This season, I mean, it could be any one of three. I think Blue will become the starting RB by probably midway through the year, but he's dealing with an injury. So I have no idea what the workload is going to be for these running backs in week one. And even if they're going to get any production, it may just be forced on Dak Prescott. And I've got no problem with that because I think he's a good QB and I think they've got good wide receivers and tight ends. But when it comes to pushing the ball downfield against this Eagles secondary, you're just basically fraught with danger because it's just going to be a matter of time before they pick a ball off or two.
Exactly. That's what the Eagles did so fantastically last year. They really added to their secondary with a few young guys. We saw Cooper DeJean in the Super Bowl itself. They've just got such a solid defense. It's hard for any team to break them down. And the Cowboys defense, I really don't think is going to be all that good. I know they signed Deron Bland to a new multi-year contract, but Trayvon Diggs isn't back yet. He, I think, is going to be sidelined for the first 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks of the season. There's just holes wherever you look, regards to the Cowboys. Honestly, this is the time of year, Tom, where Dallas Cowboys fans are loud. They're obnoxious. They can say, I'm going to win everything. And this year, they're just not happy about life.
Yeah, well, Jerry Jones didn't pay their big player, so why would they be? It is slightly underwhelming start for Dallas. I'm sure they'll win a fair few games this year, but I don't expect this to be one of them.
No, not at all. But we start off with a divisional matchup. So, Tom, give us your first play of the new season.
Yeah, I'm starting out 1-0 this year, no doubt about that. We're going for a player prop. And to be fair, I did contemplate a few different players here. I looked at Dallas Goedert receiving yards. I looked at Devontae Smith anytime touchdown. They both interested me. I thought the latter was maybe a bit risky in game one. But Dallas Goedert, I think, will have a reasonable game for Philly. However, my bet in this matchup is actually a Cowboys player. And I know that sounds contradictory based on what we just said, but I'll give my reasoning for it. The bet here is Jake Ferguson over 3.5 receptions, over 3.5 receptions at 8-11. Now, the reasoning for this is as follows. Firstly, Dallas target tight ends very often, 138 times last season. That was the 10th most in the league. Now, for Dallas, they don't have a star tight end. They don't have a Trey McBride, a Brock Bowers, a George Kittle. So for all that Jake Ferguson is good, they were never expected to be in the top 3 or 4 in that category. 10th is pretty solid considering what they've got at tight end. Secondly, I don't like the running back situation as already discussed. So I think the ball will be given to Dak for the majority of the games. Coupled that with the fact that Philly could go up big, they're not running the ball a lot at all. So they're going to be looking to throw quite often. Now, you've got 2 star corners for Philly. They're going to be on CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. They'll probably get their fair share of catches. They'll probably get their fair share of yardages too. But the safety blanket for Dak here is Jake Ferguson. He's the guy across the middle of the field where Dallas can just throw to him, gain 6-7 yards on a catch, move the downs, and continue to progress down the field. So I think Jake Ferguson's going to get a big workload in here. He played against Philly 6 times in his pro career so far. On 4 occasions, he has 4 receptions or more. That's a 66% strike rate of hitting 4 or more receptions. We need 4 receptions for this game. 66% translated to betting odds would equal 1-2. We get a bit technical now. 1-2, you're actually getting 8-11 about this bet. So there is value there based on what we've seen in the past. And also you've got the whole game dynamic that should suit Jake Ferguson. So my play in week 1, Thursday Night Football, Jake Ferguson, over 3.5 receptions at 8-11.
Can I do something real quick for the first time this year?
Would love you to.
Oh, look at me. I'm Tom. I know maths.
Hey, it's a speciality. I'll whip it out there for the people that like a wager every now and again.
That will happen a few times this season. We were so close to starting off the season with a joint play, like right off the bat. Because look, Jake Ferguson was a guy that I looked at. I think he'll have a decent game. I like your pick, honestly. Dallas Goedert was a guy that we both looked at. The problem that I had with Eagles players, because I wanted to take all of them, is you've got to get in early and you've got to get your points, get your yards, get your touchdowns early, because it's realistic that the Eagles may go up 3 scores in this fairly early on. And for that reason, I'm going to take the Eagles at -7.5. I think that's a fair play. Normally, look, I would prefer putting up player props. That's how I prefer to bet. That's how I feel I get my edge. But I think Philadelphia are just going to be much the best team in here. They're 20-21, -7.5. I think that's a perfectly fair bet. I don't see Dallas in this game, honestly, scoring more than 14 points. So with that, I think Philly could easily go over 30. I think this is going to be a really easy start for Philadelphia. They've added to their team in minor ways, but largely they're the same exact team that was left over last year. Their defense is still going to be stacked. Their offense is still going to be absolutely fantastic. And Dallas, they might just let Philadelphia run all over them. With Saquon Barkley, you don't really have much of a choice. Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, they're both going to be healthy. They didn't quite look that a couple of weeks ago, and Dallas Goedert is back as well. I just think, Tom, this is going to be a rout for Philadelphia. I'm really sorry, Dallas Cowboys fans. I would love to sit here and say, no, you guys have got a great chance in the opening game. You're going to go 1-0, but you're not.
I love this. You've just alienated half of our subscribers probably because Dallas has such a big fan base. Get out of here, Cowboys fans. Don't unsubscribe. But yeah, I like it. It's bold. It's brash. You're going with the handicap in week one. Why not? Philly could win this game in a landslide. I just don't love the line. I think it's more an OCD thing that I know they have to win by 2 scores. That is a problem. But look, if they go and win by 10, 14, it wouldn't surprise me. So I kind of like it. I think they'll definitely win the game. You're just hoping it's by 8 points or more.
Tom Collins has OCD?
No.
Whoa, what? That's crazy. They are the 2 picks for Thursday Night Football. As I say, we start off with a bang with the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. If you are new here, as I say, please do subscribe to the channel. We've got 2 videos coming out every single week in the NFL season on YouTube memberships. You can get the Monday Night Football preview, and there'll be extra picks on there as well. Go check that out. Any questions, leave it in the comments down below, and leave any picks for yourself down below as well. But it feels good, Tom. We've got the first one in the bag.
Oh, it feels great. We're going to go and record this Sunday preview. We're going to have a change of clothes first. If you actually go and watch that straight after and you think, well, you haven't recorded that straight after. We are. So I'm looking forward to that. That is where we're bashing out the selection. So if you did enjoy this, make sure you watch that Sunday Night Football week 1 kind of NFL preview. Loads of plays there. Hopefully we'll get plenty of winners. We should also say there is a horse racing preview on our channel right now as well. Hopefully it'll be one up there somewhere. That's my job. But it's on the Franklin Simpson, a grade 1 at Kentucky Downs this week. So go watch that as well. Why not?
Absolutely. And if you are watching this almost immediately, good for you. Good job. Well done. It won't be up just yet, the horse racing video. It will be up in like a couple of hours' time. So just wait for that one. Correct. And it'll be coming straight at you. But that is the first game of the NFL season in the bag. Myself and Tom, we're going to go do a magic change of clothes. Same stinky, different clothes, and we're moving on to the Sunday slate. But for the Thursday, week 1 of Turf and Touchdowns of the NFL season, we will see you on the Sunday video. Stay safe. Look after other. Goodbye.